we've seen premiers responding in different ways, sending out different types of messaging.
Right.
Premier Smith in Alberta visiting, they're sending out a different kind of message. I mean, I think it looks like, as if you're currying favor or kissing the ring, and I don't necessarily think that's in Canada's best interest. So yeah, it lays bare and obvious for everyone to see the degree to which Canada is vulnerable as a result of the threats that Donald Trump is making about these tariffs. And that we're a weaker country than the United States and are in many ways even we are more reliant and more vulnerable to the United States than it is reliant and vulnerable to us and our economy. So that reality is laid bare, and the
Hmm.
panic and concern is obvious.
Yeah, I mean, you see people, different premiers, really trying to round up whatever resources they have, right? And
Mhm.
so you say, yes, we rely on the United States more. The message seems to be coming from someone like David Eby that you also rely on us, that the United States also relies on a place like BC. Now he's suggesting that he's calling on the federal government to look at export bans when it comes to critical
Mhm.
minerals. How
Yeah.
effective do you think that might be, that idea of the retaliation?
Mm. Well, I definitely think, I mean, I'm not an expert on trade law, but
Sure.
I will tell you that the fact is that in my opinion, just as a matter of strategy in terms of entering into these kind of geopolitical negotiations, which in a country like Canada, which is a federation in which the provinces have significant and co-equal powers with the provinces, right? Each province is sovereign within its jurisdiction under Section 92 of the Constitution. And effectively, there are areas of overlap with the federal government and
Hmm.
coordination required. However, the provinces have a real interest in this. And the provinces are now speaking through their premiers to some extent in the absence of federal leadership in the obvious situation where we have a prime minister who's recently resigned, a
Right.
leadership race in the coming election. So you have a variety of premiers, each taking slightly different tacks. I will say this: I think that what Premier Eby is doing and saying, and the tone he's taking, is probably what is most effective.